Welcome to the Metaphysical Hour. I am your host, Rory Colgan. Today we're going to be reviewing Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. As you can see, it looks like a little bit of blues Appalachian music, so let's dive in.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn.
I love this because it is hitting on a few different elements. One, the pay scale here in America and how oftentimes one income is no longer sufficient to raise a family or to live well. And just the fact that he's feeling the negative forces dragging him down and basically stimulating him to go to a bottle to drown his cares away. All right, let's continue.
It's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know.
I love this aspect of it because Appalachian music or bluegrass music rarely gets into modern technology surveillance issues, but here it is. They want to know what you think. They want to know what you do. And I think that's wonderful because in this music, you can see the spirit of privacy, the spirit of individual freedoms. So we're going to move it back a little bit and continue on listening because I just think this is so poignant.
Wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, know the rich men.
If any of you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, you know I'm going to pause here because they say it's taxed. The dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. And what have I been talking about for a period of time? The need to lower taxes for the vast majority of people, if not all people. And so I love that he's hitting on some of the economical issues of the day, even though it's not talked about. There is a growing awareness, I think, in people that there's an opportunity in front of us to lower taxes or to even eliminate the income tax because we've been successful on this Ponzi scheme fiat currency because everybody buys into it. We could do that again with a non-tax, non-income tax movement, and it would just be issued from the federal government. And, you know, that's not what this video is about, but I just love he's touching on it and showing the frustration of being taxed and taxed and taxed. So let's continue on.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
I think the most important and probably one of the most eloquent poetic verses here is that I wish politicians would look out for minors, not just minors on an island somewhere. Of course, referring to the Epstein Island where there was sex trafficking essentially occurring. And, you know, it's just one of those things where yeah, a lot of the people that went to that island were politicians. So I do think that there is a high need, or a very strong need for us as a society to enforce the laws that are on the books for people that are quote unquote rich and powerful. Because if you can't have one standard of justice, it's, basically a caste system. And Americans aren't really bred for that. They're not indoctrinated for that. I mean, they kind of get some of that indoctrination in public school, but in our spirit, and this is not just in Americans, this is for all humans, there is a sense of equality and fairness. And so, what does that look like? It looks like the same rules apply to everyone. And of course, we don't really have that, but the drive in us is to have that. And so, we can become that type of society, but we have to stop infighting. And people on the left and the right need to both agree that, like, you know, this abuse, this type of abuse, is not permitted no matter who does it. And as of right now, we're too busy fighting amongst ourselves to really go after the ones that are perpetrating it. So I'm going to leave it right here. I know it's kind of a sour note, but I highly recommend this song by Oliver Anthony. And, it's a wonderful song that highlights the way a number of people in the world feel. And it's not a racial issue. It's not even a national issue, even though he's coming at it from a national perspective. He's coming at it from a human perspective of recognizing that there's so much more that we could be doing to make the world a better place. And so I always love highlighting songs like this that may not necessarily get radio play, but are definitely worth checking out. All right. God bless. Namaste. Peace.